I am the night. I am vengeance. I am Batman. Yeah, not very good, huh? So welcome, guys. I made a couple of videos today. One's been released about an hour ago, and one's coming up about 9 p.m. as a premiere. Yeah, this is the AWO, and we're bring you a live stream about the Batman, future of Matt Reeves, the Batman universe. We're going to talk about what this universe is going to bring upon us. And so my 9 p.m. stream, I'm just going to say, it's not a stream, 9 p.m. video is a premiere. I'm talking about Spider-Man stuff. But this is Batman stuff. Batteries. So we're going to talk about what I see what's happening right now. We're not going to talk about Ben Affleck or Michael Keaton, whatever. This is about Matt Reeves' Batman. Let me get this out of the way. And what could possibly happen, and what I would like to see if in the future Reeves universe. We don't have a definite name for the universe they're creating, so I'm going to just call it the Reeves verse or the Batman verse. Whatever you want to call it. So if you're new here, please like, share, subscribe, and comment below. If you're not, still like, share, subscribe, comment below. You know the whole drill. And yes. And I'm willing to have people on for today. If they want to come on. So let me get that let me get my headset all set up for you guys. People want to come on. We'll talk. Batman. And let me just do this. And I'll get to thank you, thank you. Let's see that. All right. I'll put it in here too, okay? I'll pin it. This will be my pinned tweet. Now, if you join me, be respectful. Let's not get into fights, whatever. Okay? Because we don't want that. We don't. Okay? Alright. So, okay, the Batman. March 4th is the release date of the Batman. Starring Laura Parrish as Batman. Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman. Paul Dano, right? Is it Dano or Dano? I think it's Dano. As as the Riddler, Jeffrey Wright as Commissioner Gordon, Colin Farrell as the Penguin, John Turturro. Hey, Blind Braille. You know, if you want to talk, you could come on. I have the link. John Turturro, I think it's his name, is Carmine Falcone. I'm not sure who else is cast. One of Scarcard's brothers is cast, right? I'm not sure which Scarcard. I know it's not I think it's the actor. The Skarsgård is the actor who played one of the villains in Green Lantern. I forget the villain he played in Green Lantern. Hector. Hector Hammond, was it? Was that his name, Hector? Hector Hammond, the villain in Green Lantern. I think that's the same actor as can be in this movie. Who's playing a corrupt lawyer, politician, something like that. I hope it's not it. You know what I hope you feel better. No pressure, man. If you're sick and you don't have the energy, come on. You don't need to come on. Man, I don't want you to, And I don't know who else has been cast, but I just know it's Barbara Patterson, Zoe Kravitz, Paul Dano, John Turturro, Colin Farrell, Jeffrey Wright, and I think it's the same actor who played Hector Hammond in the Green Lantern movie. Tell me the rumor, yeah, or if you come on, you can tell me the rumor. Yes, the Black Canary stuff has been reported by Grace Randolph. That has nothing to do with the Batman universe, guys. That has to do with the DCU with the the Batgirl, and oh yeah, cough has always been a bitch. Like, I'm not shocked or surprised at the Black Canary stuff. Like I didn't think about Black Canary being the Batgirl movie, but once she reported it, or she didn't report it, she put it on the Twitter. She, I'm like, and I read it, I'm like, yeah, it's not a shocker. It's not a surprise if she was in it. Oh, tell me, what is it? Oh my god. That's gonna piss it off. Blind Bell. Look, we haven't seen the movie, but if that rumor gets out, that's gonna start a firestorm. That's gonna piss off a lot of fans. I think they're gonna portray the Reigns as not as righteous, self-righteous as past iterations the Reigns makes him out to be. Self-righteous is all this good family that's done good for Gotham. I think that's possibility as a setup there. But if this is true, that's gonna set up a lot of people are gonna be very angry at that. Like, yeah, I mean, like, but we have to see the movie, right? If that yeah, that's true. But yes, Blind Braille, that's true. He did say that. And Alfred's crying. But we don't know what the context is. It may not mean that he set up the Reigns. It could be something else. We don't know the context. We have to see the film, right? Like, we have to see the film. That's the thing about trailers. That's the thing about trailers and movies in general. Don't generalize a trailer by its cover. Watch the movie. Wait for the movie to come out to see what the context of the trailer is trying to show us. And maybe there's something else. Maybe that was referring to something else as Alfred. I don't know. Yeah, I heard that too. I think it's possible that the Reigns are not all this self-righteous family who done good for Gotham. I think it's quite possible Riddler, Edward Nigma, is the reason for that. The truth about the Reigns. Maybe Edward Nigma is trying to reveal the truth about the Reigns. Maybe that's why he's so obsessed with Batman and Bruce Wayne. Well, Bruce Wayne specifically, because he figures out, guys, in the trailer it's been figured out. And in the comics, he knows Batman's Bruce Wayne. But maybe, hey Daniel, maybe something with the Reigns has Enigma or the Riddler something up to that. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to put a theory together that there's something between the Riddler and the Reigns. Yes, exactly. Yeah. You're right. You're right. Most interpretations they were in your Telltale series, and they're fun. You're right. So maybe that's why the Riddler is trying. It wants to reveal the truth about the Reigns. That they're not saints. That they're made out to be. That's just I believe. What do you guys think? You think that's what Wither's trying to prove? That the Reigns made of that? There's something between the Reigns and the Riddler there. Like, what does Edward Nygma relationship with the Reigns be? I mean, not the directly relationship between them, but their impact of the Reigns have done for Gotham might have impacted how Enigma grew up. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think there's something there? But in the trailer, it sounds like there's something there, right? And maybe that helps Bruce and stuff. I don't know. At the end, maybe Bruce realizes what his parents or how the Reigns are. His parents, how they're not what he thought they were. I hope not. I really don't want the merge of Hush. You're like, you remember you watched you. I love the Hush storyline, like, and it's quite possible, but but you remember the I don't know, maybe I think people want to see that. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I hope it's not Hush. I just remembered a couple years ago when they released the animation of Hush, and that was such a bad movie. The reveal of Hush being the Riddler all along. I mean, it pisses me off because I love Hush. I love Thomas Elliot as Hush. You know, Bruce's friend growing up, best friend growing up. Yeah. I just don't like. I just don't like how they twisted that. They changed that in that movie. Some of the stuff they changed in the movie, but the main component of Hush was who Hush is, and when they revealed it was Riddler in the movie, I'm like, nope. I didn't mind Bane being in it instead of Killer Croc, and there were some other changes, but when it says Riddler as Hush, I'm like, fuck no. Yes, he was. Yep. And if you remember in Hush, you remember the graphic novel, the comic series of Hush. Riddler and Thomas Elliot collaborated a plan, right? Now in this movie, Riddler was Hush. Thank you. It pissed me off. It's possible. God, I hope not. Cause I got a storyline they could do for that. Cause I mean, look, I'm gonna say this. I know this is the Batman stuff, but Hush, I watched Batwoman for a bit. They have Thomas Elliot and Batwoman. Yeah, you can see my reaction right now. Yeah. The Thomas Elliot and Batwoman, they made him a joke. And Thomas Elliot and Hush is not a joke of a character. This character, he can fight. He's manipulative. He's smart, intelligent, tough. Well, I hope not. Oh, I do have a list of villains that we could talk about possibly in future the Batman universe, or spin-off shows. And you know what? The animation movies that DC has been putting out lately have been trash. God, I hope not. Look, I'm all for change and stuff, but I don't want. Personally, I'm a fan of Thomas Elliott. I don't want to merge Edward Nygma and Hush into one character, making Hush Edward Nygma. I don't want that. DC has to see the reception that movie got when that revealed. It was negative. Don't do that in the Batman, because if that's the truth, Batman fans are gonna be pissed off. And I know it's about the casuals, and casuals probably don't know who Hush is. But don't Hush. You can make a Hush. Hush is a fucking dangerous villain. Do you know what Hush did? You got Joker, Riddler, Scarecrow, Two-Face, Killer Croc, Poison Ivy, all involved in a scheme. And then when he came back in the Gotham Knights series, I think it was, this guy drove Joker out of Gotham. And what he did he opened up his own heart, his own chest to take out a pacemaker bomb. And he did plastic surgery on his own face. Yeah, he was he was underused in Arkham Knight too, right? Because he was in Arkham Knight, and yeah, was it? I just feel like when you have Hush in the video games and on TV or the movies, they don't know how to use them properly. In the comics, he's fine, but they don't know how to. I think this Hush is a very formidable opponent to Bruce Wayne Batman, because, as I said, he's manipulative. He could fight. He's calculated. He's tough. Pain. He's like Pain. He takes a lot. His pain threshold is high. Also, he knows Bruce Wayne is Batman. Yes, exactly. And I think they can use it in Matt Reeves' universe. I think if you have all the villains survive, maybe Hush, and maybe something with Hush comes up, but Thomas Elliott. But I hope I hope they don't merge. I personally don't hope they merge those two together, because it would piss me off. Yeah. And Phantasm has been used a little bit, but not much. So maybe if Riddler sets up some bombs or something, maybe. I'm okay with it if it makes sense in the story. Why not? I mean, yeah, Scott Snyder's good. Yeah, he's good. I mean, he's good. And when they got the New 52 and had I think Scott Snyder started New 52, right? And stuff like that. And, I love Greg Capullo's art and stuff. I mean, I would say there's a New 52. It wasn't that great. There's some solid stories in New 52. Batman has some solid stories in New 52, like the Court of Owls. But I mean, Greg Capullo's art. I mean, they didn't do anything with the White Rabbit. I don't know what happened to the White Rabbit. Like, what happened to the White Rabbit? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. So that's what I think of the Batman, and I think Catwoman survives. I don't know who, I don't know about the Penguin and Riddler. It's, I think there's two options for the Riddler. He survives or he dies because it looks like he figures out Bruce Wayne's identity. And to me, his identity will be safe. His identity will be safe. Two options: Riddler dies before he can reveal it to the public, or he gets badly hurt and maybe goes in a coma, or somehow loses his memory of Batman being Bruce Wayne. So I think that's two options. And the Court of Owls, this could perfectly play in with the Penguin too. You can have Court of Owls, Penguin. You got Penguin in the sequel, and you got set up for the Court of Owls. No, but Matt Reeves wants the Joker in the trilogy, and there's a rumor out there that the Joker might be in the Batman as more of a background character, played by the actor who played Druid in I forget his name, Barry Cogan or something like that. So the actor's name is Barry Cogan. He was Druid in Eternals, the guy with the mind control or whatever. He had the mind control. If you saw Eternals. And Matt Reeves says he wants a Joker at some point in his trilogy. I mean, I know a lot of people are tired of the Joker, seeing the Joker over and over again. Possibly, but the Joker is like, of all the villains, he's the most integral part of Batman's mythos, lore, obsession. Because mods, you know what to do. Because if you know the comics and all that stuff, and you can take this from the Dark Knight Returns, if Batman's just specifically gone in Bruce and Gotham. I know that's true. That's true. If you know that from Batman lore or from the Dark Knight Returns stuff, if Batman is not out there, if Batman's done not saving the city, the Joker's useless. The Joker would just give up. Joker wouldn't do anything. Joker would just give up. He says, "Oh, Batman's done, retired and stuff. Batman hasn't been seen in years." Joker would be like, "Yep, I'm done. I'm done committing my crimes." There's only one reason why Joker commits his crimes. Batman. Batman has his motivation. If there's no Batman out there, Joker's done. Or he might try to draw Batman out of retirement. Because remember Dark Knight Returns, the comic and the 2 parts animation show. He was in a state of he wasn't what's it called, Comatose. I forget what it's called. He wasn't really. He kind of like paralyzed himself in a way, if you think about it. And when Batman would turn, he smiled. He kind of smiled. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I don't. That's not a bad idea. Like, yeah. That's yeah. See. No. That's fine, because there's only yeah. There's only one. There's like, look, Selina Kyle and Batman Returns. There was kind of a relationship with them and Bruce Wayne, but it wasn't deep. It wasn't really deep. Dark Knight Returns had Hathaway with Bruce Wayne. It was a little bit more deeper than the film of Batman Returns, but it wasn't like I didn't buy it as much as in the comics. I felt it was rushed. And stuff like that. Batman Returns is great. But from this movie, it looks like the relationship between the two is deeper and deeper. It gets deeper and deeper. And their struggle in life is what connects them together. Stuff like that. And it seems like they're building off that maybe in the future films. I don't know. It just seems like Yeah, you know what? I'll say this. Bane was not good. I didn't mind Anne Hathaway's Catwoman. I thought Talia's death. I mean, yeah, you know what? I would love to. I mean, I would love to see Talia battle Bruce Wayne. Yeah, thank you. That's my point. Well, Zoe Kravitz. The thing is, Selena Kyle's Catwoman is different from the Catwoman we got in the comics. Catwoman never had blonde hair. She's a different Catwoman. Zoe Kravitz, I know she's a Zoe Kravitz. It feels like more the classic Catwoman from the comics. The Catwoman we got from the comics. That's how I see it from her. You know what? Going back to Dark Rises. Yeah, yeah. Going back to Dark Knight Rises, I would love to see Talia fight actually Bruce Wayne in combat because there's no way that Talia doesn't know how to fight. She's the one that climbed out the pit. Remember? She had. Oh yeah, they had sex in the Batmobile. Yeah, that's true. And I'm just saying with Talia al Ghul, I would love this because she escaped the pit. She definitely has combat training. I would love to see Bruce Wayne and Talia al Ghul fight in the should have fought in Dark Knight Rises. There's no way that she was not trained to fight. It was Doomcock. It was Doomcock. Doomcock said all those rumors. Batmobile sex. Oh, let's be honest. You guys know. We haven't seen. Let's be honest. Catwoman and Batman probably did have sex in the Batmobile, but I'm not talking about Robert Pattinson and Zoe Kravitz. I'm talking about just Batman and Catwoman in the comics or something. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. They probably did have sex in the Batmobile. I mean. Like, look. Sexmobile. You guys are funny. You guys are funny. I mean, like, it's obvious, right? But uh so yeah, I think I know it's lead to my. I was gonna say, Batman, Bruce Wayne, maybe has to fight the wrongs that his family has done for Gotham to make it a better place. Maybe that's the reason for this film. Stop it, guys. Thank you for the 10 likes, guys. Whoever get me to 15 if you can. It's pretty funny. I mean, 25 minutes. I'm really having fun, man. I'm having fun. I'm having fun. This is an interesting topic. I'm sorry. So yeah, and you know the Batman, right? It's gonna spin off. Yes, the Penguin will. From what I understand, the Penguin will not have a bigger. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Black Cat's hotter than Catwoman. I don't know. No, I. That's just my opinion. Yeah. I mean, no, Catwoman's hot, but I think Black Cat's hotter. I was gonna say, so I was gonna come back to your Penguin. The Penguin will live, definitely he'll live, because they're just gonna set up Penguin for more, set up for more, set up for more, stuff. And from my understanding, he's gonna have like he's not gonna have a major role in this movie. He might, he might have, the role he might have was Batman showing his dominance in that car chase scene. I'm actually have the Lego set for it, but I've not finished it. Be right back. I do have a Lego set to show you. So, okay. So here's Batman and Catwoman. This is from the Batman Lego set, which is out now. I'm sorry, yeah. Um, so yeah, the Penguin, yeah, we're gonna talk about, and we know Matt Reeves wants to do a trilogy. So we're gonna talk about the other stuff. So the Penguin will get a spin-off series. Sean Colin Farrell most likely will explain his rise to being one of the um, top criminals in the criminal underworld. Probably have like I wouldn't be surprised if it was Iceberg Lounge, and he wins it. So it's kind of like almost in a way the Penguin from Gotham, where he came from nothing, rich family, but he basically came from nothing, like in the criminal underworld, until rising on top, being one of the top criminals, or one of the top gangsters, I could say, in the criminal underworld. And what I like about this movie, they made him not good looking, but he's powerful, not look good looking. You couldn't tell that's Colin Farrell, right? Like, I mean, like when Danny DeVito's Penguin, they made. Oh, so the mayor is gonna be Grayson. I don't know what. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a different universe. You know what? I'll give it a. I'll talk about it. Yeah, I don't know. I might be okay with it. Him instead of being in. But people are gonna be mad about that because of how Dick Grayson's family is. Yeah, he dies in the movie. Yeah. Yeah. So, oh, okay. So are they gonna? Oh, okay. So it's not gonna be like from the. It's not gonna be like okay, sabotaged at the circus. So they're gonna do something different with Dick Grayson. As long as it's I know it's not gonna as long as it's gonna be kind of or the basis for his him becoming Robin is the same. I'm all for it, even if they change it from the classic origin to how Dick Grayson becomes Robin because of his death and stuff. I'm okay with it. Yeah. So yeah, the Penguin's getting a spin-off series. The rise to one of the top criminals, right? He's gonna go war with the Falcones. I know the Falcones are in it, but I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna explain it after the trilogy stuff. And we're getting a GCPD spin-off too. I don't know what that's gonna be about. We're gonna have Harvey Bullock. I'd love to have Harvey Bullock in the GCPD. I like. Look, you can say what you want about Gotham, but I like Gotham for what it was. But I thought they kind of made too many Batman villains too early. We'll talk about the trilogy stuff. I love that, but I really did like what you know. Oh, I'm here. I'm here. I'm back. It's not my. It wasn't StreamYard. It was fucking my computer. Yeah, it was my fucking computer. It froze. I'm back, guys. I'm back. Sorry about that. Where was I? The GCPD. I have like really. I mean, I really don't know. I just hope I have Harvey Bullock. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about the GCPD stuff. I can't really say that Penguin stuff. Um, the trilogy. So we know that's Matt Reeves was a trilogy. We know how, 2 and 3 are not official. Obviously, they're not official. But I think we're gonna get 2 and 3. Now, if they have Riddler surviving, maybe introduce an a Two-Face again. And I do have a list of top 15 greatest Batman villains. Two-Face. I personally like to see some villains that haven't been on a big screen before, like Clayface, Hush. Wait, no, I was about to say Firefly, but Firefly is gonna be in the Batgirl. I'm not gonna say Killer Moth. No, not Killer Moth. Professor Pig. But I think Professor Pig. I don't know. Professor Pig would be like a big enough villain, more like a side villain. We know it's not gonna be Zsasz because they treat Zsasz like shit. We know it's not gonna be Black Mask. I mean, they can, but because it's a different universe. I mean, Black Mask could be like a huge villain. I think Court of Owls would be good. They could do a lot of stuff with Court of Owls. They wanted the Reigns to join or whatever. Penguin could play in the Court of Owls. I do definitely think they have the Joker. They could possibly do. Yes, thank you. Yeah, they could do Court of Owls of Court of Owls of Dick Grayson. Yes, his grandfather or whatever. Yes. Very good point. Thank you. If Matt Reeves is focusing on detective work, um, Court of Owls is perfect for that. Kind of stuff. Yeah, yeah. Me too. I do. You know what? I do too. Cause, because I said this before. Michael Keaton's Batman. If you think Ben Affleck's coming back or whatever, I don't. But that's another story. Michael Keaton's Batman is gonna be more of a support background Batman, who's gonna be a mentor kind of Batman. He may do some fighting there and there, but Warner Bros. Is focusing on the universe based off Matt Reeves' Batman. That's why they have these spin-off shows. They want Batman. They want Batman to have his own. The Batman to have a beginning of a universe. That's what Warner Bros. Is going to have these focus on. Their Batman they're going to focus on mostly is Robert Pattinson's Batman. Matt Reeves' Batman. Michael Keaton's Batman is going to be more of the DCU, I guess, support background kind of character. Robert Pattinson's Batman is the one they're going to have these focus on as the franchise Batman. That would be awesome. Uh, what really? Well, okay, whatever. Um, you think Robin maybe 15? Is that what you think? Dick Grayson maybe 15? Yeah, I mean, I think Patterson is in his 30s now. Yeah. Yeah, he's 35 years old. If you know the comics, Batman did start at 25. But do you think it's wise to have a 2 year veteran in Batman to be training a Robin like right away? Because it seems like they're still growing for this Bruce Wayne. There's still things for this Bruce Wayne is growing as a man. It seems like he's angry. He needs to somehow to harness that rage and control it. Do you think it's wise for this Bruce Wayne to get a Robin, or maybe he manages to harness that rage, control it, gets less angry. Selina or Alfred help him in that way, and then maybe at the end of the Batman, he takes in Dick Grayson to be his ward, and Robin was there to help him with that, because that's the original reason why Robin was created. Yeah, too. Yeah. The real reason is for Robin to be created in Batman was to help him kind of be help him be less angry, less hurt, stuff like that. Like someone there to be for him. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Blind Bro. Yeah. Thank you. You're good. On point, man. On point. So maybe end of the movie, he takes in Dick Grayson, because if you could tell from the trailers, this Batman's angry as hell, with full of rage and anger. So maybe as the movie goes, that rage and anger, while he still has it, it's controllable, and he takes in Robin. Yeah, thank you. Yes, that's a great point, Blind Bro. Good idea. You know what? I hope I don't. Probably not, because I don't think we need. Because everybody knows how that story, and they could play it around that somebody else got screwed. Somebody else in the crime alley, the Reigns screwed over, and they went to murder the Reigns or something. They followed the Reigns to that alley, and they could do that. They could do it like that, like not the typical story how the Reigns got murdered by just a regular Joe Chill, I guess, on the street. But maybe they could have an actual story around it this time with maybe the Reigns screwed over somebody, and somebody hired an assassin or somebody to kill the Reigns, follow back in in Crime Alley, the back alley. I was gonna say back alley, Crime Alley. You could do something like that. You know, make it more interesting. Don't have just a regular guy who's desperate for money and stuff kill the Reigns. Have it like somebody who was hired to kill the Reigns. And you know, we got from the Joker movie a little bit. It wasn't the person who killed the Reigns wasn't hired, but you know why? But that person who killed the Reigns is influenced by the chaos and all that stuff, the anarchy. And what I like about BVS, while they kind of showed his parents get killed, it wasn't the focus. It wasn't really they didn't focus so much on it. It was like a 1 minute, 2 minutes thing. Oh God, I hope not. That's gonna piss a lot of people off. Oh, I know he did write Hush. Yeah, I'm not gonna bet, man. I don't bet on this stuff. Oh, yeah, I did write Hush. Yeah. Blind Braille. I'm just gonna say this. If that happens, I'll be pissed. I'll probably like the movie, but that's gonna be anger me. Yes, hire goons to kill Waynes. Yes, yeah. Something like that, yes. So I'm gonna screw them over or whatever, or I don't know. I don't know. Something like that. Have a reason for these people to kill the Waynes. Don't make it a regular person, a regular poor person on the streets desperate for money. Don't have it like that. Because I think that trope is kind of boring. Well, I hope you're wrong, and I know you hope you're wrong too. So, and I say we know GCPD, Penguin's game spells, and there's probably gonna be a trilogy, but I bet there's gonna be more things coming. If it's successful, more things will come. Will come. What if, I'm just saying what if, Nightwing gets his own spin-off? What if Dick Grayson becomes Nightwing later on and gets his own spin-off? Two-Face, I would like to see Two-Face. Two-Face, I think is possible. If they're taking stuff from Hush, and I think they're taking stuff from Zero, but I do also think they're taking stuff from Long Halloween. They could do Long Halloween. You don't necessarily need Calendar Man, or you could have Calendar Man in it, but have him as a small role or something like that. Yes, HBO Max. That and Penguin. You could do something like that. You could do Clayface, but I don't know how big a role. So I have a list of villains here from Screen Rant. We're gonna do a share screen. So I'm gonna share this list of villains who we can see in the big film. Yeah, we could do that. I can see that possibly happening. I mean, is he still technically dead in DCU? Because that's Nightwing, Dick Grayson is the Robin apparently Joker killed, right? Is that still canon in DCU? I think it is, right? I think it is. So here's a list of Batman villains. This is a list of greatest villains. But I'm not talking about greatest villains. This is a list of villains that you can see. Okay. So what if there's a chance? No. If Dick Grayson pops a Batgirl, a DCU version back. Yeah, Snyder. Yeah, I think you're right. I think Snyder said it. There was supposed to be a Nightwing movie, right? There was supposed to be a Nightwing movie, but it got cancelled. I remember that. And there was supposed to be a Batgirl movie before this movie, supposed to be directed by Joss Whedon, and that got, well, this Batgirl movie came along. There was supposed to be a Nightwing movie. I remember that. So here's a list of top greatest villains. You know what? Here, this is better. Still in development, so it's not cancelled. You might be saving it for something. If it's not cancelled, they're saving it for something. It might be a couple years down the road. Maybe Chris McKay, yes. Maybe it'll part of DCU. I don't know. Cause I'm shocked they're doing Batgirl for the DCU. Because I would think the way they're focusing on the Batman verse from Matt Reeves, Batgirl, they would focus on Batgirl being in the DC and the Matt Reeves Batman at some point, but I guess not. Yeah, McKay, yeah, I remember that. So let's go down the list of villains. Okay, Killer Croc. Yay or nay in the Reeves universe at some point. I know from a Suicide Squad, I hate Killer Croc in Suicide Squad. I did not like Killer. Yeah, he did leave. I hated Killer Croc and Suicide Squad. Yeah, no bad girl. They'll probably have her at some point. But I really did hate like how they made Killer Croc and Suicide Squad. So Killer Croc and Suicide Squad was just a brute, a brute, a dumbass brute, as a side villain. Yeah, you know what? Killer Croc. If they use Killer Croc in the movie, have him have a little bit of backstory. If he could be, I don't think he's a main villain, but have him a backstory. Maybe he's been hired by someone to do this and this because maybe that person probably would cure for his condition. Maybe have him something like that. Maybe he's doing this or doing this to find a cure. Doing this. Doing this to find a cure. Maybe he's doing this to find a cure for his condition. Have him like, just have him have some like backstory to him. Have him just have some character development. Yeah. Or you could do it for the Man Bat. Yeah, you could do it for the Man Bat too. I mean, I'm just saying any of those characters. I mean, Man Bat wouldn't be like what? Oh yeah, yeah. You could do it for Man Bat also, but I'm just saying, have some depth. If they want to put him in a show, or make him a sideshow freak, have some depth to the character. In the movie, cause Black Mask, Black Mask. Well, I think Black Mask is a formal opponent for Batman. I don't think Black Mask is gonna happen in that universe till later on, because it'll take a few years to get away from Ewan McGregor's Black Mask, which, I mean, Black Mask is a. Thank you. That's what I was thinking. Birds of Prey, but it's just that Black Mask is. If they do Black Mask, make him sadistic like how he is in the comics, and make him how much he hates the Reigns. If you do it, he's another character that hates the Reigns. But I don't think they're gonna do it with Black Mask. Clayface. Clayface could be a lot like Killer Croc and Man Bat. He's doing this for a cure or what? Well, the Batgirl rumor with Dinah Lance, Black Canary. I don't know if it's gonna lead to a Birds of Prey or something like that. Another version of Birds of Prey, but maybe like the early formation of Birds of Prey, maybe or something like that. But Clayface could be like somebody hired to do stuff or what, and he could impersonate someone. People like now, Becetta Carlo or the other one. Which Clayface do you prefer? The one like from the animated series with the actor? I to be honest with you, I loved how that origin of Clayface in the animated series. I mean, it's great. But always, yeah. Batman 1919 and 1939. Okay, but I always loved Clay. I always was a proponent of having Clayface in the movie. Wow, yeah. Oh my God! Yes, I see Batman. Yeah, yeah, it's good. It's good. I seen it. The Clayface. Yeah, yeah. I like the picture of Clayface from Batman 1939. Oh my God, looks hideous. This who's next. Poison Ivy. Now, I'll say this. I'm gonna say this. Uma Thurman Poison Ivy. Yeah, it was Blind Barrel. Yeah, Uma Thurman Poison Ivy was not a problem in Batman and Robin. The portrayal of that character was actually almost on point to her the comic book counterpart. She wasn't the problem with that movie. It was Bane and Mr. Freeze. You can have a different opinion of me, but her portrayal of Poison Ivy was actually on point to the comic book. I'm just saying, like the way. Yeah, they might be saying for Gotham Sirens. You might be right. I think that's gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna be part of Reeves. No, it's not gonna be part of Reeves verse. It's gonna be part of DCU with Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn. That's gonna happen. That means they're probably gonna have a DCU version of Catwoman too. Right? They're gonna have Zoe Kravitz Catwoman, and if they do Gotham Sirens, they're gonna have another Catwoman. Another actress play Troy Catwoman. Because it's definitely going to be with Margot Robbie. No, Rihanna cannot act. I mean, I've seen some movies she's been in. Rihanna cannot act. No, I don't want her as Poison Ivy. No. She can't act. Yeah, the movie still sucks. 100%. You're right. She wasn't the problem with Batman and Robin. She's great. Her music is great, but is that acting when she's acting? Ugh. I mean, I saw that movie. Her first movie was what? What movie was it? Battleship. Was that her first movie? Yeah. Well, if they announce Gotham City Sirens and they don't have Catwoman in it, people are gonna be pissed. Or merge them. Yeah. People are gonna be pissed. And yeah, I was her movie was Battleship. That movie sucked. It was bad. Battleship. Oh, she was bad at it, but the whole movie was bad. I think Battleship is one of the reasons Taylor Kitsch never became a major star. I know, that's true. So I don't know about Ivy. If she's Gotham City Sirens, most likely not in the Reeves verse. But if not, maybe. Okay, who's next? The Penguin? Well, we know the Penguin's ready. And John Carter. Yeah, and John Carter. Good point. John Carter. Because Taylor Kitsch is not a bad actor. He's actually pretty good. It's just that the movies he's picked. Well, we can skip the Penguin because we know he's in it. He'll have more in the role in the sequels in his own show. Obviously. Deathstroke. Okay, here's a controversial one. This will piss off a lot of Snyder fans. If Deathstroke... Yeah. If they have Deathstroke in the Reeves verse, I know a lot of Snyder fans are not... you know what? The Snyder fans, the hardcore ones, the toxic ones, they're not bad-mouthing the Batman. I've noticed that. They're all for the Batman because they know it's a separate universe. But if Deathstroke's in it, yeah. I don't think it's happening for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Bro, if Deathstroke does a cast, they might. But I know they're not toxic Snyder fans. They're not against the Batman stuff. But I don't think Deathstroke's an enter. No, Deathstroke is not really a Batman villain. Yes, he's been using some Batman stuff, but he's been using a lot of other comic book characters. Like Green Lantern, Teen Titans. He's not purely a Batman villain. Yeah, agree. They have the Titans and HBO Max. You're right. On HBO. And Deathstroke is actually being billed as more Titans villain and more of a green villain, green Arrow villain. My God. And I think the reason people assume Deathstroke is a Batman villain is it becomes Arkham Origins or something like that. Yeah, you're right. They did that with Amanda Waller to kill her off in the Arrowverse because she was gonna be a Suicide Squad. They did that with the Suicide Squad in Arrowverse because of the movie. They did that with Deathstroke a little bit because he was gonna be in the yeah. So if you're in the Arrowverse, if you're not in the Arrowverse anymore, it's because you most likely have plans to be in the movie. Yeah, you're right. Exactly. That's yeah. So Deathstroke, no. Mr. Freeze. I'm all for Mr. Freeze. I'm all for Mr. Freeze. If they do his character right, I'm all for Mr. Freeze. None of the corny jokes. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. No, we don't need that. Look at how the Heart of Ice. Look at Arkham Origins expansion with Mr. Freeze. Yeah, I agree. Look at the expansion with Heart of Ice on Arkham Origins with Mr. Freeze. And now I'm gonna close this stupid little thing here on the side. I'm sorry, guys. Have you played the expansion of Mr. Freeze? I love that. You could do something like that. So I know a lot of people want Mr. Freeze. If done right, you could do Mr. Freeze done right. Anything is better than Arnold Schwarzenegger. Everybody chill. Yeah, we don't need stuff like that. I want Mr. Freeze is supposed to be a depressing character. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Mr. Freeze is supposed to be a depressing character to do anything to save his wife. Now, I don't know Schwarzenegger, well, you could feel the sadness. There's sadness at time for his wife. He was too happy at times with his puns and jokes. No, that's not Mr. Freeze. He's not the fucking Joker. He should be making jokes. Right? Seriously, don't And that's what they did to Two-Face. They made Two-Face a Batman Forever too much like the Joker. That's not Two-Face either. Scarecrow, yeah. Scarecrow could be a good choice too if they're done right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's gonna be hard. I agree, but let's be honest. It'll probably still be better than Schwarzenegger's. So Scarecrow they could do done right. You know what? You could have Batman go through his fears fighting a Scarecrow and stuff like that. Yeah, that's true. But you could do something like that where you could face off his fears. Batman has to go through his fears, fighting a Scarecrow, stopping a Scarecrow and stuff like that. That's what it kind of was like in Batman Begins. Then after that, it became more of a cameo guy. But you could do something with Scarecrow if you've done right. I mean, you could do team-ups, right? Look, Spider-Man No Way Home could do team-ups. And maybe after this, I'll explain the possible team-ups that could maybe possibly happen. Hugo Strange. Oh. Hugo Strange. Yes. Hugo Strange. What do you guys think? Hugo Strange? I think Hugo Strange would be good. His fascination with who the identity of Bruce Wayne is. I think Hugo Strange could be done right. Exactly. If you have Hush, there's a good backstory of Hush as Scarecrow. Yeah. Yes, Blind Bill. If they do explain about Arkham, you have Hugo Strange there. Yes. I think Hugo Strange and his fascination, his obsession with Batman, I think you do Hugo Strange. I think Hugo Strange would be the type of guy Matt Reeves would have interest in. Bane. Yes, he could. If Bane could be done right, better than obviously Batman always Bane, and better than Tom Hardy's Bane. The only thing about Tom Hardy's Bane was great was the backbreaker scene when he broke the Bat's back. Fan service to the comic book. But if Bane done right, oh yeah, Bane would be a formidable foe against Batman. Yeah, he loves a good challenge. I think people want to see Bane redeem a third again. Yeah. So yeah. Um. Well, we are getting the Riddler, so that's. I'm not gonna talk about that. Harley Quinn. No, they may. I think there's a possible good chance. Yeah, I think with Harley Quinn, is I think there's a highly good chance. It's not gonna happen. Harley Quinn may not happen. Probably Harley Quinn probably won't happen unless Margot Robbie is done being Harley Quinn, and I don't think she's done being Harley Quinn. Yeah, yeah, Blindbird. I 100% agree with you. I don't think so either. Even if the Joker's there, I don't think so. Unless the only reason I can see it happening, possibly in the future, if they do more projects using the Matt Reeves Batman, if Margot Robbie is 100% done as Harley Quinn. If that's happened, then I can see him starting introducing Batman's version of Harley Quinn. But right now, I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. Yes. And the thing is, I would like to see more of Harley Quinn and Joker's relationship on screen. Like, I would love to see that more. But yeah, I will. Yeah, I will. Three. Two Face. Okay, I'd like to see it for. I think Matt Reeves might do Two Face. I think Matt Reeves has a very good chance he will do his version of Two Face. And I did like Aaron Eckhardt's portrayal of Two Face, even though Joker stole the show. Oh my god. Yes, yes. But would you want to have Barbara Gordon involved in that too? Batgirl, and well, I love Aaron Eckhart's version of Two Face, even though Joker, Heath Ledger stole the show. But Aaron Eckhart's Two Face was great. Was great. But I would like to see a more common accurate of Two Face. More common accurate Two Face, because that Two Face Aaron Eckhart wasn't really battling two personas. He didn't really have multiple personality disorder. While he did rely on his coin to make choices, chances, and stuff like that in his coin, I like to see this Two Face where the Harvey Dent psyche is battling with the Two Face psyche. I like to see that because see, yeah, yes. See, I like your idea about Gordon's son, but I think he needs Batgirl in it too. And so, cause like, I mean, look at Batman Arkham City, the opening when he was in the court scene when he has captured Selina Kyle. You could tell they're having a trial for Selina Kyle, Two Face. Harvey Dent was battling Two Face. They're both battling each other. I like to see something like that. And explore the polycystic personality disorder of Two-Face. Explore the mental illness that some of these villains has. I don't think it's a bad idea showcasing it on screen. And show how empathy there is for Two-Face. Because Bruce Wayne, Batman, has always shown empathy for Two-Face, Harvey Dent. Yeah, I know, yes. Well, guess some people comic knowledge. Yes. Yes, I agree. Yes, well, maybe the guys who have a charge don't read comics. Don't they have Jim Lee working for them? Come on. Walls al Ghul. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know about Walls al Ghul. Honestly, with you. They might be able to do it in future films. Walls al Ghul, maybe. I don't know. I don't know about Walls or Race. Raws or Race al Ghul. I don't know. Unless there's a backstory there and they have Talia involved and maybe do a better job of Talia al Ghul. Because the way they did in Dark Knight Rises is terrible. Like, Damien probably being Tyrants, yeah. I don't know. With Ra's al Ghul. And that's number 2. Oh, jeez, who know? I bet who I know who number 1 is. Is it? Oh, who could it be? Who could number 1 be? Yeah, I wonder who number 1 is. The Joker. Well, obviously, and Matt Reeves is going to use the Joker. He said that he wants to use the Joker, and Matt Reeves, Warner Bros. Has given control to Matt Reeves, and if he wants a Joker, they'll give him the Joker. They don't want Jared Leto's Joker. Okay, they're gonna want a new Joker, and Matt Reeves will get his Joker, and he will get a Joker. He will get his Joker. This is obvious. This is complete obvious, and Joker's gonna happen. Might be backup character, and there's other characters on this list I haven't put on, but it's top 15, like Firefly, Killer Moth. Well, Firefly is a Batgirl, so we're not going to talk about Firefly. Killer Moth is in, who's a Joker? Imagine they do the 3 Joker storyline. I don't think they're going to do the 3 Joker thing, but imagine. Killer Moth, no. I mean, they haven't even put Mad Hatter in there. Mad Hatter. Yeah, he's gonna be the final villain. No Mad Hatter. Joker could be like the character who sets everything up for the trilogy and he's revealed in the 3rd movie. He's that type of villain, yes. Save him for the 3rd movie. Or tease him in the 2nd movie and have him for the 3rd movie. I'm gonna show you an example. Do like what Hawkeye did Kingpin. They tease him in the 3rd episode, obviously, with the young Maya Lopez kid. No, Firefly is the villain in Batgirl. Played by Brendan Fraser. So, what you could do is, like, I'm going to compare it to Hawkeye. Remember, Kingpin, his face wasn't shown, but remember, the young kid Maya Lopez. We know it's Kingpin. And then the end of episode 5, we saw Yulia Belova show Kate and Clint. Eleanor Bishop with the Kingpin, full-on Kingpin. And then episode 6, the final episode, Kingpin was basically in the whole episode. Do something like that with the Joker. Yeah, you could do that too. Yeah. Or you could do something like that. When I said Brendan Fraser, I almost said Nathan Fillion for some reason. He was on my head, in my mind. Um, I mean, Brian, bro, there could be bombs. I mean, in Gotham. I'm gonna be surprised if something explodes and you see firefighters. I'm gonna be surprised if something like that happens. It could mean nothing, right? I wouldn't be shocked if something like that happens. If there's an explosion at a warehouse, a building, or wherever, and you see firefighters at the scene afterwards. Unless it'll become a crime scene. But yeah, but I'm surprised. Why is Hush not on here? Hush is a top 15 villain for Batman. Okay, who agrees? Is Hush a top? Oh yeah, you could do that. No, he's not gonna be Defoe. It's gonna be a younger guy. They want. It's gonna be somebody they want who can flash out for multiple films or something. It's not gonna be Defoe. I mean, Defoe probably could play Joker, but an older, but not for the Batman. But where's Hush? Hush should be in here. I mean, this is a good list. I mean, honestly, I would take out Deathstroke and put Hush in. Yeah. Well, oh, it's because it's not year one. It's actually year two Batman, and then they kind of have a relationship already. It seems like they have a relationship already because there is a bat. I'm gonna tell you there is a bat signal in the movie. It's been spoiled on the Batman Lego set with some Catwoman and and Batman in that one scene. So I'm telling you, the bat signal's in the movie. So yeah, who agrees with me? Hush over, like I like Deathstroke, but I think Hush should be. Oh, I'll take Deathstroke out and put Hush in the list because, like Blind Brill said, and like I said, to me, Deathstroke. Oh my God, I'm gonna. Whoa. Deathstroke. I'm sorry. Deathstroke is not particularly a Batman villain. That's my view. I mean, that's yeah. I think this is a strong possibility. Let's get rid of the share screen because I'm done with the list. I think it's a possibility. Um, we're gonna get a team up of some sort, maybe like Sinister Six, or something, or not similar to Sinister Six. Maybe something like the Long Halloween. It's a possibility. But the thing with the Long Halloween, you need Two Face. You need the Falcones, the Maroonies. You need all the villains. I think if this, I think Long Halloween is something long needed more than a trilogy. I think if they want to do some story arcs from the comics, I think you need more than a trilogy. Solomon Grundy, yeah, needed. But I do think we're gonna get some villains. More. I mean, we got Penguin and Riddler in this movie. Probably Joker's in it, but we don't know what way. We'll probably in the future we'll probably get some team ups like Spider-Man No Way Home. We got the Sinister Five. We'll definitely get. I think we'll definitely get some villain team ups, if they're not dead. It's just who. It just depends on who signs on. If here's the thing, if Riddler lives, I don't know if Riddler lives. I wouldn't be surprised if Riddler returns in the future, the Batman film. Or and we know Penguin's gonna live. I think it's a pretty clear cut, obvious that Penguin's gonna live. But if Riddler lives, I think Riddler will end up in a future film, another film. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see if it depends if they live or die, right? And like they're not gonna play it. They're not gonna play this MCU multiverse thing with the Batman universe. Because you know what happened in Spider-Man No Way Home, right? Before they took them before they died, they got transported to the main timeline before they died. That's not gonna happen in this. They're not gonna use stuff. They're not gonna use that in this in the Batman. So, if they live, there's a good chance they'll probably be in the future film. If they die, yeah, that's so. So I wouldn't be surprised if villain team ups. We'll have to see March 4th who lives or dies among the villains. And that will tell you if there's a possible chance that villain who may end up being the yes, he'll change his costume. Yes. So yeah, I think there's a high probability we're gonna end up getting villain team ups in the Batman, and with the rumors of Dick Grayson possibly being in it. Who knows? Right? Yeah. I think it's going to happen. Now, it's possible other villains may get their own spin-off shows. Possibility villains may get their own spin-off shows. They're doing it at the Penguin. And GCPD, I think it's a possibility. We're going to see more spin-off shows, not just from the villains, but other heroes eventually. And it's just the beginning of the Matt Reeves universe. This is March 4th is the beginning of this universe. Yeah, it has. Hopefully, by March 4th, things have settled a bit, and we can see it in the theater, and hopefully they don't delay it. And so this is the Batman. The Batman will be the beginning of the Matt Reeves universe. I don't know when GCPD comes out or the Penguin. But hopefully that's the beginning of the universe. And it's just the beginning. And they have a plan. It seems like Warner Brothers has a more fleshed out plan for that universe than they have for the DCU. So I think it's a good chance. Like, we'll see if it's successful and if stuff is successful. If Batman is raved among the critics and the fans, that's a good start. If GCPD and Penguin has good reviews, critics, yeah, I think stuff like that. That will continue, and we're gonna probably have more movies and spin-off shows, and possibly more spin-off movies off the Batman Reeves verse. I don't know if they're necessarily facts. I'm just like thinking what could happen, what possibly could happen. I'm not like, I don't have any facts on this, but because facts have to be absolute, but I just think it's most likely will happen. And that don't source me on this. I don't have any sources, anything like that. I'm not one of those scoopers, but I just see how it is. And unfortunately, with the Snyder stuff, if I'm wrong with the Snyder stuff, I'm wrong. It's just I don't see it with the Snyder stuff right now. Restore the Snyderverse. But I don't want to talk about that anymore. I'm kind of tired about the Snyder stuff. It's just a toxic conversation. All of these is a divide and stuff. It's, you know me. I was in that stream 2 days ago. Yeah. I'm done with it. And I'll tell you that video Max showed about Batman, about Ben Affleck about saying he hasn't done Batman. That was about Robert Pattinson's Batman, the Batman. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Before I go, I think I'm gonna end it here. Pretty good stream, hour and 23 minutes, hour and a half almost. Pretty good stream. Yeah, me too. It's my early most anticipated movie of the year right now. Is Batman. Like over Morbius, over Scream, and whatever else is coming. Uncharted. It's my right now early 2022 is the most movie I'm looking forward to. Batman. And I hope it crosses $1 billion. I hope. Thank you, man. So before I go, if you're into wrestling,
Too sweet! Sweet! Too sweet! Too sweet!
so yeah, okay. So check out my video about Grace Randolph. It's on my channel about Black Canary being Batgirl if you want to. 9 p.m. Eastern time. I have a premiere for the premiere upload about video about Anna Taylor-Joy being Black Cat and Emma Stone. Emma Stone possibly coming back as Spider-Gwen, a variant of Gwen Stacy. That's actually about a 3 to 4 minute video. It's very no. Yeah, it's actually about 3 to 5 minutes over video. It's not that long, so come check it out. 9 p.m. Eastern time it premieres. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, it's over. I'm just done talking about Blind Braille. I'm just done talking about it's. And oh yes, thank you, Martin, Daniel. Tomorrow, I'm uploading a wrestling video. I know some of you are not interested, but if you want to check it out. It's a prediction show. But also tomorrow, it's a video. But also tomorrow, I am doing a live stream talking about Norman Reedus' Ghost Rider and the stuff I'm talking about 9 p.m. 9 p.m. stuff. The casting for Anna Taylor-Joy and Gwen Stacy and Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy. I'm talking about that tomorrow. It's gonna be a live stream, and whatever stuff pops up, and you guys join me in the stream. I'll post a link, stuff. And if there's anything that pops up, talk about it with me, whatever. Cause I don't want to be a short. I want at least to go an hour long. 45 minutes, an hour long, and maybe even longer. I do go longer. And Sunday, I'm planning a stream for Sunday. I just don't know yet. Yes, I know tomorrow is it's the 1st of January. So yeah, so rest in peace to Betty White, and Happy New Year, everybody. Hope for all the best for 2022, guys. Take care, guys. EWO, Aaron Waters out.